everybody, welcome back. In this video we are going to set up our bus stop so that our passengers can pick the bus. So for that purpose I have downloaded two assets. One is low poly street pack, which is free asset, and also one more asset which is share bus particle collection, and it is also free, and we can use these assets to create our bus stop. So here at this point we will create a bus stop section. So our bus will come from this place, and here we will just set up the place for the bus stand. And for that purpose what we can do, we can just go to low poly street pack, and in meshes in prefabs we can see a lot of objects here. So here we have some foliage, here we have some roads, and here is the road marks, which is very nice for the especially for the bus stands. So let's add these marks here. So for the bus stand we can just place this section over here, this yellowish place, and we can scale it like this, and definitely we can place it at our desired spot. So I think it looks good at this point, and yeah, that's better. We can move it a little bit like this. Okay, and then we can just add this stop sign here, and we'll just rotate it a little bit like this, to z-axis like this. So here we have to stop, and this low poly street pack is full of nice assets, and definitely you can use these assets to create your roads and very nice environment. So anyhow, we have this one, and also we have this sign actually, which we can actually place it here, and we can rotate it like this, so it will show us that we have to follow this route. Okay, so it's up to you that how you can place your signs throughout your environment, and that's it. Now for this place we will just place some more assets here. So if we go to, I think if we go to streets, we have these streets which we don't need, and we need parking elements. Okay, we don't need it as well, and we have to find some other things like street props, and here you can see that we have some signs here. Here you can see that we have already sign, but for the bus stop we can just use this sign, which is for the stop. Yeah, that's good, and we can place it to the desired place. So I think here it is good, and we'll just duplicate it, and we'll just place it to other side as well. Okay, like this, and that's good. So before moving further, we will just place everything in a proper way. So we will just click here, create a new object, and we will just rename this object as a bus stop, and under this object we will just place these things. So road, intersection, etc. we will place everything here under bus stop, and also we need some more props like bench, because our characters will stay here on the bench. So yeah, this is the double bench, and this one is also double bench, and this one is single one. So this look good, so let's add it here, and we can just place it here. Maybe Control D to duplicate, and Control D to duplicate, and this is our bus stop. Although you can create some effect of a bus stop as well, but I will keep it like this, the open atmosphere. Although if we go to resources, I just bring this bus stop in some past videos where you can place this type of bus stops as well if you want to do so, but I'm not going to use this anymore. So this is fine. This is our bus stop, and the last thing is that we have we'll just add these benches inside this bus stop. And one more thing is that we want to add a particle effect here. So for particles we have bring one asset, so we will just open that asset here, and here we can just go to particles, and in normal we have a particle here with the name of instability. At bus stop we will just place this particle effect, which looks great. We will just move it little bit up, and I will just scale it as well, so that very little impact. So this is the bus stop, and our user have to stop at this point. Okay, so this is only the identification of this place. Okay, so we can just hold it here, and that's it. So yeah, we can place it anywhere here, maybe in the middle. It don't have any collider and any other thing, so it's fine. So now what we can do, we can just place some stops here. So I think if we go to low poly street pack, we will have some prefabs and probes, and here we have some probes for roundabout and roadblocks. Yeah, this one. So we can add these roadblocks here, so maybe like this. Okay, and this roadblock has box collider added to it, so that will work absolutely good. So we'll just add it inside the bus stop. Also this particle effect, we will just add it to bus stop, and now we'll just select the root cone, and we can just bring it a little bit like this. Control D, and where it is, sorry, road cone, Control D and duplicate, and then we can bring it here, and I think we have another. Okay, then we can select these two, this one, and Control D to duplicate, Control D to duplicate, Control D to duplicate, so that we want to differentiate this area a little bit. Although you can create some better environment as well for the bus stop, but for now I'm just creating this with the low poly assets, and that's fine. And one more thing is that we have to test it out, so that we can see that how our vehicles will act related to that bus stand. So let's see how it will look like. So let's move our bus, and let's move here, and you can see that it looks good. Yeah, this is the stop, and if we collide with these blocks, we will have some problem. And you can see that blocks looks not very much. Yeah, here you can see we strike with blocks, it will create problem. Now we will check that if these are blocking that cars or not. So you can see that cars are moving absolutely normal, that's good. And yeah, so that's fine. So this is good, but the blocks you can see that are very small, and we can select these blocks and we can just scale it little bit bigger like this, and yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's good. Although you can use other type of blocks as well if you want to do so. Yeah, I think this block is quite better than that blocks because it's quite visible, so that's better. So let's delete that blocks, and we'll just place this block here. So I will just scale it like this, and yeah, this much is good, I think. Yeah, it will be quite visible, so a little bit bigger, and then we'll just select this block and we'll just select these blocks, and I will just delete this particle effect as well because I didn't like this too much. So let's delete that effect. So let's add this block to the bus stop, and we will just move it to this place, and then Control D to duplicate, and then Control D to duplicate, and Control D to duplicate. So now you can see that we have a nice bus stop. We will just check it out once more. Okay, so now you can see that it looks very nice. And now the second thing is that we will add our character for the bus stand. So that's let's add some characters. So here is our web bus stop, and now we will add the characters. So we already imported the characters from Mixamo, so we'll just go to characters and we'll just add some characters. We can add some animations to these characters as well. So whenever we will select the character, you can see that it has a rig and it should be humanoid. Okay, if you can see, they should be humanoid. Also for the animations, these animations should be humanoid as well, so it's very important. And now we will just add some characters. So let's add our first character here. So now you can see that this character is added here, and it's just without an animation, and you can see that animator controller is not added to this character. So we'll just create a animator controller here. So we'll just go to actually we can just add it here to the same place. So we will just go to animator controller and we can just add it sitting animator, okay, like this. And inside this we will just add a sitting animation. So we'll just open it, and here is the sitting animation. We can just extend it and we can just place it here. Also for the sitting animation, we select it, and in animations we have to loop it. Okay, so loop time should be enabled, and then we can apply it. So now what will happen that if we go to our scene and if we select our character, and here if we place the animator controller to this object, now when we play the game it will be sitting position. Although we don't know the placement of the character, so what we can do, we can just go to play the game, and actually okay, I will just minimize the screen with going to game, and we'll just disable this maximize on play. and now in this way we can see the scene view as well. So we will just open it, and now you can see this is the game view. We go to scene view, you can see the placement here. So this character is sitting idle but and talking as well, but you can see the placement is not good. So we'll just move it and we'll just place it to the bench like this. Okay, so this is the better position, I think. So here we'll just place it here, and we'll just copy these transforms of this character. Okay, so we'll select it and we'll just copy the transforms, copy component, and now we'll just go to normal view, and then we will just place these values. So now if we play the game, you will see that our character will be sitting on the bench, and he will be at the accurate position. You can see, yeah, very nice. So in this way we can add some other characters as well. So here we have added the first character, which is fine here, and for the second character let's add maybe this one here, this one. Okay, and on this character we will use the same animator controller, so it will also sitting to this point. Okay, so we will just play the game, and we will just adjust the position of this character as well. So let's see how we'll do that. We'll just go to scenes. You can see the position is not good. We'll just place it to the right position, and when we are happy we can just copy the transforms, and then we'll just paste the transform values, save it. Okay, so that's nice. Similarly, if we want to add some more characters, we can do so. So you can see we have this idle animation, and we should have some other animations as well with sitting, I think. So this is sitting and talking, so I think let's add this character maybe here. Okay, and we will just move back, and here is the animations. So here you can see it is also sitting idle, and this is a little bit different, I think. So if we extend it out, and if we see the animation, we can't see this here. So yeah, due to some reason, because we don't have any mesh attached to this. So we will just go here and to the resources and Mixamo, and here we'll create one another animator controller, and we will name it only sit animator. Okay, so in this we will just place that simple sitting animation. So we can just go to sitting, and we can just place it here, sitting idle. And for this animation we will also go to rig, humanoid should be enabled, and also we will just enable the loop tool, and we will apply the animation. So now if we move back and if we play the animation, unfortunately we didn't have the animation to this character. So let's move back. We will select the character here, and here on the animator controller we will add that animation. So resources, Mixamo, and this is the sit animation. So we'll just select it, and we'll place the sit animation here. And now if we play the game, you will see that it will be sitting here, hopefully. So let's see. So now you can see it's sitting idle. Okay, yeah, that's fine without talking. So now we will just place it to the right position. So we'll just move it here, and I think the placement is quite good here at this point, and we can just copy component and paste component values, and that's it. Similarly, we will just add some other character to this place, and for this we will add the sitting animations, or we also have some standing animations. Okay, so for example, if we add our character at this point, so let's add it here. And for this character we need some other animation, so we can just select it, animator controller, and we will just name it standing. So in this animation we will just add the standing idle animation. So here you can see we have some idle animation here. So if we go to this animation, this is very simple idle animation. So we will just select it, this animator controller, and we can just add it here. Also for this animation we will just make the loop enable so that it will work, and then we'll select this one and we'll just add standing here, and that's it. That will be added here, and the position is absolutely fine. If you play the game you will see that this character will be available here with the stand animation. Yeah, you can see he's simple standing here. So that's nice. And these characters you can see, he is talking, he is also talking, he is only sitting and listening. In this way you can just add some characters with your desired animations, and in next video we'll move further with our main animation track, creating cutscene, and I will just add some other characters as well to create some effect of a bus stop, and then we'll move further in next video.